Is the customer always right? This is an amazing story. What happens if you're a local holiday park under the stresses and strains of COVID restrictions, and then the customer starts displaying cheeky behaviour, asking for freebies because they're not satisfied because of the COVID restrictions. This is an email exchange that's been received by Mother Ivy's Bay Holiday Park near Padstow. I wonder, Ash Dixon, are you free to reenact the email exchange, or are you on the phone?
Oh, where's the?
Have you got it?
Oh, no,
if not, it's in the script. 1440.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We're going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a theatrical production of Dixon and Dundon for one night only. Here we are. This is the email exchange sent to the holiday park. I'll be the customer, all right?
Oh, you want to be the angry customer?
Yeah, I'll be the customer. So this is an email exchange.
I'll be the sensible holiday park owner.
Hello. What time can I collect the keys, please?
Hello. Check-ins at 5 p.m. this year due to additional time needed to get caravans up to good-to-go standards. Your keys will be in your caravan upon arrival. Best wishes.
Hello. I assume that check-in is 2 hours later, or check-out is 2 hours later. It seems unfair to lose the afternoon for no fault of our own.
Good morning. Checkout time is still 10 a.m. The extra hour is to allow the housekeeping staff to have enough time to make all the caravans COVID clean.
Hello, will this be reflected in a reduction of the cost to buy holiday then? Or are you saying the caravans are clean for over 2 hours?
Hello there. Unfortunately, due to the unprecedented times, we have no option other than to move check-in to 5 p.m. and we apologise for the inconvenience caused.
And scene. Ladies and gentlemen, that was...
Yeah, the Oscar's in the post.
Yeah. It might just win a Gillard if we're lucky. So this person goes on to ask for the cleaning schedule of the vans, and then it all got a little bit unpleasant with TripAdvisor comments and social media comments. Look, we're going to get more on this story. This is the owner of Mother Ivy's Bay Holiday Park, Patrick Langmaid, who's on now to talk about this email exchange. Hi, Patrick.
Yeah, good afternoon, James, and great theatre.
Yeah, thank you. It was like you were actually there replying to the emails. But in all seriousness, this email exchange didn't stop there, because what happened, Patrick?
Well, unfortunately, things went from bad to worse. We explained to her, I know you wanted me to say they, but it is Michelle from Gloucester on TripAdvisor, so apologies for that. But we explained to them that we couldn't let them in earlier, and we weren't going to give a partial refund against her booking. When that wasn't acceptable, we refunded things in full, because she actually had an advance booking for next year as well. We explained that the coronavirus was sadly going to be around for quite a while. Our regime was not going to change, and that we weren't going to be giving anybody refunds. I mean, I'd hasten to add, neither are we making additional charges for the extra cleaning, but we certainly weren't going to give partial refunds. And she didn't like that. So then she trolled us across Facebook, and sadly, for us, she had to troll our Facebook family, the people who follow us on Facebook, and we're actually responding to a good news story about some thank you holidays we were doing. And she was trolling them all, and we've had to hide all of those. And but of course, it's upsetting to the people who are trying to engage with us to have somebody trolling them, and in order to get to us. So then we decided we were going to block her and permanently from the park. And all that was not before she had switched from a private email address to a works email address. She works for the North Bristol NHS.
Well, okay, right, hang on a minute. So, Patrick, look, we're getting a bit specific. Look, we wanted a general overview of the story. I know it's been a tough year for you and your staff, and it is obviously frustrating. I mean, talk to me. Obviously, there's going to be compromises for everyone at the minute, for people working in workplaces and for people booking holidays. The point is, we've all got to give a little bit, haven't we, Patrick?
Oh, absolutely. We totally understand that. And incidentally, you say the customer's always right. And I hasten to add, criticism of its own is not a problem. That never is the issue. The issue is more about, we found this year, not getting what they want, and then actually going on social media on public platforms. This is really, I mean, I've got about 6 one-star reviews on TripAdvisor. People making statements. I could have actually blocked any of those one-star reviews, but the one I chose was because there was a very detailed email trail that was actually I mean, the emails can't, they speak for themselves.
I mean, you didn't, because you cancelled her holiday, Patrick. You didn't have to do that. You could have just fulfilled the booking and just, you could have, were you not willing to budge at all in, because she was asking for a little bit of money off or some extra time, wasn't she? Which, some people listening might agree with, some people might not. You just cancelled her holiday, pulled the rug from under her feet.
Absolutely. We cancelled the holiday. I mean, we had reached an impasse with her. She wanted a refund. We weren't going to give it. She could have come on holiday. We've already seen what she did when her holiday was cancelled. She could have come on holiday and left the negative reviews afterwards. We actually chose to be proactive, to say, you know what, we don't think you're being reasonable. We think actually now they've been published, the emails speak for themselves. And you know what? Someone else will have the holiday, come along and enjoy themselves, and that's exactly what happened.
I mean, surely just putting it on a blog, though, Patrick, it's going to rile the person even more, isn't it?
I think sometimes you have to make a stand and you have to not be worried about that. And it's more about using this as a case study to demonstrate that very often bad reviews are not the full story. And incidentally, no business minds bad reviews that are genuinely bad reviews. In fact, complaints are an opportunity to excel and to deal with them. But in this case, you couldn't possibly have any chance of excelling in terms of the way you deal with the complaint from her. She wanted a refund because she was going to be 2 hours late. We didn't think that was fair. We actually think that most people out in the Twitter sphere are going to agree with us, and in fact across Facebook everybody has so far. But we weren't going to with her, and we weren't going to let her come on holiday when she was clearly very unhappy. We weren't going to let her check in. We didn't want her arriving early and then creating a fussing reception. It was easier, have your money back. We're not making any deductions for administration or anything like that. Have everything back that you've given. Go somewhere else.
All right, Patrick, look, thanks for coming on. That's Patrick's side of the story. So Mother Ivy's Bay Holiday Park, you can see it all on their blog, the whole details of what happened. And look, if the customer is listening and wants to come on air and put their side across, look, the floor is yours. 0808 100 1039.